So we want to keep it nice and healthy. We're chatting about COVID-19 information as well a little later, but I thought let's stop for a little bit of culinary excellence and, of course, a bit of immune-boosting spice.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic.
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
So, continuing our travels, this next recipe is inspired by the wonderful authentic flavors of Thailand as we spruce up a hearty veg curry with all the goodness of Good Hope Soy milk. And we have one of our favorites. Actually, I think you're my favorite. Gabriela San Giorgio.
How are you, Carl?
I'm great.
Good.
So, Thailand, it's, Thai food is always bright.
It's so good.
That's the word I would
Thai
use
food.
for it. It's bright and spicy.
It is.
And I love I love lemongrass.
Lemongrass is delicious.
I love how it's aromatic and beautiful. But take us through, because of course we're going to make this veggie.
Yes, we are. And the thing is, the nice thing is you can literally add what vegetables you like.
All right.
We obviously, as you said, made it all nice and colourful.
Yes.
So pretty much super simple. We've had some onions slow cooking over here. So just to kind of speed up the
And the
process.
slow cook of the onions, that's obviously going to sweeten it a lot
Yes.
more than just
Yes, exactly.
brownie, right?
So if you don't have time, you can just kind of speed cook them.
Okay.
But when you slow cook them, that sweetness kind of comes through, which is quite delicious.
Great. What you're popping in there now? It looks
So
like a
I've
nice
got
mixture of...
a nice green curry paste.
Nice.
Thai green curry paste.
And that's where the lemongrass is going to come through,
That's
and
got
all
lemongrass.
the other ones, ginger, garlic.
So yeah, so
Okay.
often that kind of a basic, if you kind of want to make your own, is lemongrass being a basic. Lots of ginger, often lime leaf, if you can find it.
Yes.
Green chili, that's kind of your main ingredients, but coconut oil. That's kind of your usual spice mixes.
Okay, this is my favorite part. The smell is permeating from the pot
it's so
already.
good.
It's
It's
like you
so
finished the
good.
meal and you still have some time to go, which I appreciate.
Yes, I agree. So we're basically cooking this here. I'm going to put the heat a little bit lower. Because I'm going to add a little bit of chili now, but I'm also going to keep some just for garnish at the end.
Okay, that's perfect.
I prefer a little bit of heat, so I'm just adding some now.
Me too. I'm definitely a heat fan, but I do know that when you pop in the chilies a little earlier, I find that it almost tempers the heat of it a little bit.
It does. So actually, I once learned a really nice tip, which I'll tell you now, just so
Yes.
you know. We're popping in our butternut, which is our choice of veg today.
All right.
I've got some red pepper, and I've got some Swiss chard. If you were using baby spinach, you can rather throw this in at the end, but obviously
Okay.
chard takes a little bit longer to cook.
Great. I think you're obviously using Swiss chard because you want that butternut that you put in there to cook down.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're going to overcook the spinach if you're going to do that a little too early. So Swiss chard
Exactly,
is a perfect combination there.
So basically giving this a good stir. And now I'm going to add our Good Hope soy milk.
And this, what I love about the soy milk is that, I mean, it's naturally lactose-free. It's high in omega-3 as well.
Yes.
It's preservative-free too. All around healthy, which is so good.
So yeah, so we're gonna add about 2 cups here. So I'm
And of
just
course,
kind of
protein.
chucking.
That's
and your
it.
protein, which is amazing.
That's it. If you're eating the chana, you got a bit of protein in there, a bit of
You know.
veg curry protein. That's right.
So I've thrown about 2 cups in there. It was great.
You're
And
welcome.
I'm gonna give this a little stir.
Yes.
And now I'm just gonna add a little bit of seasoning. So I've got some salt and black pepper. And essentially what we're gonna do now is we are going to bring this to the boil.
All right.
And then I'm going to reduce to a simmer. You're going to allow this to simmer essentially until your butternut is cooked to your liking. I mean, I prefer it a little bit al dente, so not too soft.
You
but,
want a bit
know,
of texture, don't you?
You want a bit of texture.
Because sometimes if you do cook it down, you are going to have a bit more of a, I'm going to call it a mushy consistency with your meal, but you want to taste each element.
Yeah, you want to. I mean, you put
do.
these beautiful vegetables in, you might as well enjoy the crunch factor. And then essentially right until these are basically ready, you're going to
Yes.
throw in your sugar snap peas, your baby corn, and some coriander, because that cooks obviously very quickly, and then you serve.
And that's a key chef's tip over there
Yes.
because, vegetables cook at different times. So your butternut's
Exactly.
obviously going to have some time within the soy milk cooking down, but these ones are going to add that fresh crunch at the end, which is going to be great.
Exactly. Oh, but I want to tell you a little tip about chili
Please
for
do.
anyone that doesn't want too much heat.
Yes.
It's basically you take your chili. It was actually a Jamie Oliver tip, so I can't claim it.
Oh, Jamie Oliver. I love Jamie. He says
We
really
love him.
great, yeah.
I actually met him once. I was
Did you?
so-
What?
Oh my gosh, no, it was crazy.
Fangirling.
I was 14 and I didn't know what to do with myself. Anyways, so basically you take the chili and all you do is you slice it lengthways and you don't chop it and you just pop it in your dish. So it's not getting any of the seeds directly in it, but it's permeating that taste and the spice without over spicing it.
Yeah, I get you, because obviously
Making
if
it
you're
too
going to
hot.
break those seas, the capsaicin levels are going to be...
It's a good word for the day.
You're welcome. I'm
Capsaicin
full of big
levels.
words today. What's wrong with me? But thank you so much for the recipe. Of course, Gabriella and I, we've gone to the website and we've got all of this down on onerecipeexpressoshow.com. So go give it a try. It's going to be great. Like Jamie Oliver says, put it in the gob, healthy, enjoy.
Made with love by Clover.